Thank you guys for checking out the Beast Project. Let's get right into it. So, something that I'm coming to terms with, and that sometimes there's some resistance to people accepting this, but it's something that I believe from reading and understanding this story about the creation. Because not only was it a story about creation here in Genesis and the fall of man, it also showed what God's original plan and intention was for the earth. Because he's creating everything and he's saying that it's good. And he gives everything specific mandates, specific principles. And he says that those principles are good. So how could it be the case? How could it be the case that he puts humanity in a position in this garden where they have everything they need and more, and we still have poverty? Because, or at least, and not only, not only is there poverty, because that's explainable from the fall, but there's people who believe that this is true and then somehow believe that it's wrong or that it's incorrect to ask God for prosperity and abundance in a financial way. If we look at Adam in this situation in the garden, and I'm looking down at the Bible right here. If we look at Adam in this garden, and if we see the position that he was in, because the world has changed a lot since then. Because I'm about to try to make this make sense how it was made sense to me. The world has changed a lot since then, and it has changed a lot in general. So today, we work, whether you work in an office, you work in a warehouse, wherever you work in a store. And that is how you make money in order to do what? To have your needs, your necessities, the things that you want. To have a roof over your head, food, for all of the things that you need. How is it that God placed Adam in a garden where for him, right? Because let me stop. Because if we just go back just a couple hundred years ago, people weren't getting their food and getting their necessities met by working at a warehouse, working at a financial institution. How are they getting what they needed to survive? They were farming. And their ability to have their needs met was built on their ability to farm. And then if you go back even further than that, how were people doing that? How were people getting their needs met? They had to go hunt and gather. So we're looking at Adam in a state of his time on earth. And he's put in a garden where not only are his needs met, God doesn't have him in a position where there is just enough food for you to last until you need more. There is just enough fruit for what you need. He puts him in a position where there was more than enough. And he said, you could have any of the fruit of these trees. So how is it that this right here, the position that he's in right there, not in a little bit of lack, not in a little bit of want, everything materially that he could want was provided to him in the garden. To the point where when the serpent came to trick, he didn't come and offer some more trees because Adam had enough. What he came and he offered them was an idea that God is hiding from you the fact that he doesn't want you to be like him. So I don't understand what's the discomfort with looking at this and not seeing this and seeing this and walking away saying that so long as my bare needs are supplied, if that's what you want, but that's not what I see being represented here. And I'm not going to let myself be held back by a belief that God wants me to barely survive. Because as my faith is, be it unto me. When clearly there was no poverty in the garden. When clearly there was no material want in the garden. So I'm going to leave that where that is, but that's what I took away from that. Please like, subscribe. If you guys have differing opinions, don't hesitate to drop them down beneath. Thanks.